Good morning, good morning, good morning, or whenever this finds you. I'm up early because I'm off to the doctor, but wanted to bring you some big news coming out of Washington, D.C. President Biden is absolutely furious and losing his patience with Kamala Harris, and he subtly snubs her because he's so angry that Obama, Pelosi, and Kamala have tricked him out of his position as president of the United States. We're going to be going through all of this. Now, 2 nights ago, Elon Musk and Donald Trump held one of the most anticipated interviews in world history. Unfortunately, the stream was delayed by nearly an hour due to cyber attacks on Twitter's platform. Although some speculated that it was Twitter having issues, Elon Musk and his team of experts have confirmed that the DDoS was attacked by hackers trying to stop Donald Trump's message from getting out to the world. Elon Musk has said Twitter handles millions, if not hundreds of millions, of simultaneous transactions every single day. So this wasn't the issue. Now, when the conversation finally started, the two discussed Trump's assassination attempt, the border, the invasion at the border, the economy, NATO, and just how liberal Kamala Harris really is. Now, in regards to the last point, Elon Musk stated, her dad is literally a Marxist economist. You can Google it. We're not making that up. That's how she was brought up. She wants to have a future that is prosperous, and I think we're just at a critical juncture. So he's essentially trying to let people know, listen, Google may be manipulating this stuff, but you can go out there. There's plenty of evidence that she was raised with Marxist tendencies, and that will be the type of leadership that she brings to the White House. Now, overall, the highlight of the 2-hour conversation was just how much Elon Musk cared about getting Donald Trump back into office. While talking to Trump, Musk stated, "We're at a fork in the road of destiny, of civilization, and I think we need to take the right path, and I think you're the right path." Now, as of August 13th, 2024, Musk claimed that conversation has amassed over 1 billion views between all the accounts and different platforms reposting. So it is literally the biggest interview in world history. And it was really great. If you go back and listen to it, they talked about the importance of not going electric too quickly, but also not focusing on renewables would be a bad idea. They talked about how the deep state is after Donald Trump, how he likely won't get to the bottom of this assassination attempt. So it was just a great interview. But I'd like to hear from you over in the chat. What do you think of Elon's comment that we are at a fork in the road and that Trump's leadership, along with Senator J.D. Vance, is a better path compared to Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota? Let me know what you think about that comment. I agree with Elon Musk there. Now, despite Musk offering Kamala Harris an equal opportunity to come on the show, she is not going to do it. She said that this was unfair and that now they're trying to sue Donald Trump for receiving all of this free publicity. But anytime you go on a news show, you get free publicity. Elon Musk did not pay Donald Trump to come onto his show. So I think it's a fruitless lawsuit, but we will see. Now, instead of going on and making her policy positions, her opinion, her vision of the future known, instead, they just sent out email after email begging Democrats to give her more money, or else big bad orange-faced Trump will get back into office and ruin the whole planet. Now, in the campaign email that was sent out, it read, "It's not enough that Musk has pledged to donate millions of dollars to help re-elect Trump. He's using his purchased platform, one of the largest social media sites in the world, to spread Trump's unhinged and hateful agenda to millions of users." Now, the richest person in the world is a lackey for Team MAGA. That's what they said in that email. Now, I'd like to know from you guys, I know many of you that follow me consider yourselves to be MAGA. You want to make America great again. How do you feel knowing that Kamala Harris literally craps all over you, your family, your ideas, every chance she gets? To me, it gets old. Like, talk about what you're going to do for the country. Like, why do you need to crap all over MAGA all of the time? You're really just dividing the country. But I guess that's what Biden does best, and that's the example that she's seen. He literally is the great divider when he promised over and over again to be the great uniter. But let me know, does this wear you down? Does it give you more energy? I don't know. To me, it gets a little bit old. All right, so let me get this straight. Because Harris is too scared to have a public conversation with anyone, let alone Elon Musk, she's now crying to the media, oh, it's unfair. It's unfair that Donald Trump gets 1 billion views. Well, you could maybe go on and get 2 billion, because you would probably say something embarrassing that would get you more attention. So I say go for it. But, the only reason Musk is a lackey for Trump is because Trump goes and talks to him. Trump goes to the Bronx. Trump goes to New Jersey. Trump goes where Kamala Harris is too afraid to go. That's why he got an interview that got 1 billion views. 1 billion views. Like, some of the most popular songs in the world don't have 1 billion views. And that interview got 1 billion views. Now, the problem is neither Kamala Harris nor Joe Biden are good at unscripted communication. They literally need a script. They need a teleprompter. And so this is why she is terrified to speak with Elon Musk, because not only is he a high IQ genius, but he understands the inner workings of business, economy, money, the green energy agenda, much better than Kamala Harris. And because of that, she is intimidated. But, even last night, Musk and Donald Trump joked about how she's just not that smart of a person. And if you go back and you listen to her speeches, like, I don't mean to be rude, but they're not wrong. She's not very smart. And this is with a script writer. Like, she has someone who writes all of her speeches. So the speechwriter isn't very smart either. All right, now another point raised about Harris is that she copied Trump's promise to cut taxes on tips. Although this isn't new information, Breitbart News highlighted that Harris cast the deciding vote that led to the IRS being empowered to scrutinize individuals that receive tips. People in restaurants, people in hospitality, people in hair, like salons, like all of that. Anywhere you get tips, she was the deciding vote. And now she's saying, no. I don't want that. I voted for it, but I don't want what I voted for, right? In August of 2020. Harris advanced the Inflation Reduction Act, which did the opposite. It increased inflation, and that provided the IRS with $80 billion to go after the little guys like you and me. Then, in early 2023, the IRS introduced a new program to more closely monitor people that receive tips. This comes despite the Biden administration claiming that the new IRS agents would only focus on people that make over $400,000 a year. So then why were they setting up legislation to go after people that don't make over $400,000 a year? To go after waiters, people that work for golf courses, people that, run a hair salon, receive tips that way, Uber drivers that receive tips. Like, think about this. They say we're not going to go after anybody that makes under $400,000 a year. Okay, so we're not going to go after the other 96% of you, right? But everyone who makes over $400,000 a year, they have attorneys, they have money, to fight the IRS. And the IRS says, we don't want to deal with it. Just go after the middle class and lower income families. So they're just lying. They're lying right to your face. Now, what we are witnessing right now is very clear. It's crystal clear. Kamala Harris is publicly demonizing Joe Biden's policies and far left progressive Democrat policies. She needs to look extremely center. But like Biden, on day one, she will revert back to her super liberal agenda. This is all a lie. This is smoke and mirrors to trick dumb Democrats into voting for her. But it's not going to work. And guess what? New polling data out today shows that Kamala Harris has made almost no advancements with young Americans and almost no advancements with independent voters. Guess who decides who is president of the United States? It's typically younger voters and independent voters, and she's not moving the needle with them. So she's got a big problem. This is why they're trying to make her look more centrist, more moderate, more right down the middle. That's why you have Nancy Pelosi lying about Governor Tim Walz, saying he's the most moderate governor we have. He's not. He is a believer in socialism. And how do we know that? Because he told us with his own mouth that he believes in socialism. Now, if you need any more proof about what I've been saying, just think about this. Kamala Harris is starting to announce her lineup for who will join her in the White House if she is to win. And guess what? They're not Joe Biden people. They're actually Barack Obama people. So Obama is reinstalling all of the people that he wants in office. He's literally setting himself up for a fourth time of secretly running the country. That's what's happening. So you've heard it right here from me. Everyone going back to DC is going to be linked to the Obama administration, not the Biden administration. Oh, and guess what? Nancy Pelosi just publicly said, I never liked the Biden administration. So now that Biden's out, they're finally telling people the truth. He was a terrible president. He had a terrible administration. His cabinet was terrible, and we got to get him out. And what are they going to do? They're going to reinstall Barack Obama, and he will run the government from the basement. All right, now in today's economic environment, the stress of providing for a family and yourself can sometimes be overwhelming. And putting everyday expenses on credit cards only increases the stress. You have to find a way out of this never-ending cycle of bad debt. Now, I have an answer for you. You need to call my friends at American Financing. They are helping people just like you turn things around by using the equity in their homes to pay off high-interest debt. There's good debt, there's bad debt. You want to get away from the bad debt. Now, American Financing is saving their borrowers on average $854 a month. Yes, that's over $10,000 a year. It would be like giving yourself a raise and intelligently using your home equity to your advantage. Now, they can close you in as little as 10 days, and you might not have to make next month's mortgage payment if you reach out right now. There's no time better than right now to turn your financial situation around. I want you to call 888-686-8030. That's 888-686-8030. Or you can go to their website, which is americanfinancing.net/Gardner. Oh, by the way, President Biden just got himself into hot water. Like, he's got to pop his foot out of his mouth. He may have just really messed things up for Miss Kamala. Biden was asked about Kamala's role in his administration and in his presidency. And Biden, not thinking, essentially said that she's been a major part of every decision he's made and that they built this economy together. So now the White House and Kamala's election team are trying to backtrack because That means that life is more expensive because of Kamala. It means that the border invasion is because of Kamala. It means the $6 trillion of unnecessary spending is because of Kamala, and on and on and on. All of the terrible things that you and I are irritated about, that they could have just blamed on Joe Biden and sent him back to the basement, they're now saying, oh, wait a minute. No. She was my right-hand woman. Like, she's a part of everything. So some are speculating that maybe Biden is actually subtly sandbagging Kamala's campaign because he's so angry at her and Obama and Pelosi for tricking him out of the White House. Like, you know how hard it is to become president of the United States of America? And he had it. He had captured it. And now they stole it away from him. They literally tricked him. It's like he's a weak old man with a poor memory that got tricked. Dang. All right. Former President Donald Trump is suing the Justice Department for over $100 million in damages after Judge Eileen Cannon ruled that special counsel Jack Smith's appointment was unconstitutional. Trump has been harassed. He spent tens of millions of dollars in legal fees, and he wants to recoup that as quickly as possible. So his attorney has drafted a pretty good case against the Department of Justice, and they are going to be going after them for willful, malicious prosecution. We wish him luck on that because they were totally jerking him around on that. Now, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, Kamala Harris's VP pick, is proving to be one of the worst choices for vice president. Even Tim Kaine of Virginia under Hillary Clinton was better than this guy. Not only has he faced accusations of stolen valor, one of the worst things you can do in the military, but he's also been caught praising Imam Hassad Zaman, a Muslim leader who reposted Hamas's press release on Facebook. A newly surfaced 2018 video shows Tim Walz calling Zaman a master teacher, admitting they spent a lot of time together. This same Zaman defended Hamas's October attack on Israel, claiming that Palestine had the right to murder Jews. Now, the hypocrisy is glaring, especially from an administration that criticizes Trump for complimenting other world leaders. So now there's video record of this guy saying that he likes people that are directly associated with Hamas. But as expected, the deep state protects their own. In response to all of the hate Walz has been getting, Hillary Clinton responded by basically ignoring the concerns. She stated, Tim Walz served honorably for 2 decades. Then he joined Congress and worked to pass a new GI Bill that helped fund the college education of millions of veterans, among them J.D. Vance. There was no mention that he lied about carrying weapons in war or that he complimented a Hamas supporter. I'm not surprised, she says, but there is proof that he didn't do that. So this is just them trying to wallpaper over his bad record. Now, according to a recent Reuters news report, Iran is set to ship ballistic missiles to Russia any day now and has already been training Russian forces on how to operate them. In response, State Department spokesman Vedant Patel stated, as our partners have made clear, we are prepared to deliver together a swift and severe response if Iran were to move forward with the transfer of ballistic missiles, which would, in our view, represent a dramatic escalation in Iran's support for Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. My gosh, you guys, they are dragging us into war. They want to fight Iran over Israel. They want to fight Iran over China. Now they want to fight Iran over Russia. We need a leader that is anti-war, but is strong and will use the military correctly. You don't use the military for diplomacy. You use it to shut down aggressors, and you use it for deterrence. And they've lost that deterrence. And now the world is ready to test NATO and the United States military. And I, for one, want no part of it. All right, now let me know in the comments, are you up late or are you just waking up? Let me know. I'm off. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay amazing. I love you. Give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1.8 million amazing truth seekers. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.